Gonna give it a minute for people to join us and a minute for me to get ready because I didn't realize it was 10 already. I know what we're doing today. Just have to find the set. So when you're storing the new stamps, you want to make sure that it's not too tight so that you can actually flip through and see the photos. Since I think there should be a small, like, you know how when we had the cases, this was right here. I think that should go right across the top. All right. Alright, good morning, friends. Today we are going to make a card for I have a blog hop tomorrow, which is December 2nd, if you're watching the replay. And the theme or technique, it's Technique Tuesday, is blending brushes. And I have not made my card yet. Oh, that's it. Alright, that was way more heavy than I thought it was going to be. So, we're going to create a card together with the set using blending brushes. Good morning, Marsky. Thank you for your Christmas card. I have to take a picture of it and post it. And then I have to send mine out. So I'm not sure if we're going out. I don't think we're going out today, but I Alright, so some orange, clips of coral, some pumpkin pie. I need some flirty. Maybe that one. And then put two in the pop. And we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, time to make a little bit of a mess. So I'm gonna go for like a sunset theme. Or sunrise theme. So I'm gonna start with, I actually don't want to start with pumpkin. I want to start with peach, I think. Yeah, that was my thought too, but I'm at the mercy of people driving me, so. Alright, so starting off, and I have my blend sorted by colors, so there's an orange for all oranges. Pink one for all pinks. And so there's always a bit of color left on. I just have to get a card for my Uncle Larry, and then I need to get a card for Grandma's office. I'm not certain how to do that though. If I should make a card for the office people, for the nurse people, then the activity people. I haven't met them all yet, and nor can I remember their names, so I don't know if I could really do like individual ones. Plus there's a lot of nurses there. So, good morning, Kathy. Tomorrow, December 2nd, I have a Technique Tuesday blog hop And the technique is blending brushes. And I have not made my card yet, so that's what we are playing with. And then we're talking about our Christmas cards. I don't know how many I have, but I have a lot. And they're all ready to go, so for like I said, not sure what we're gonna do yet with Grandma's. It's kind of funny though. I made cards, like fancy folds for gift cards for my family, but we decided that we were just gonna draw names and get one person. So now I gotta make like a tag or something cute for them to pull out of the card. Alright, so I've used peach, pumpkin, calypso, and I'm now using flirty flamingo. And I am kind of going back down over what I've done just to help merge the colors a bit better. And I did not change my blending brush. Oh, those are stiff. Oh, my fingers are so sore. Was it last week? Might have been the week before. But I went to Victoria, which is about a 2-hour drive from where we live. And I had tests done, and so they stuck prongs and little needles into my arm and my hand, and they then like kind of zapped it a little to see for nerve damage. And there's definitely traces of nerve damage, not surprising. But they said there's nothing too bad. But they went on all my fingers and stuff. I don't know if you can see, but it's still like really bruised there. You probably can't see. But it was pretty brutal, so it kind of hurt my hand. Not that it takes much, but... Oh, cat hair. I was snuggling Mr. O'Malley this morning, yesterday, and today are the only days that I've like not left the house. I don't have plans. So it was really nice. So O'Malley was all in for snuggles, but I haven't given him a brush in a couple days. And his hair just flies over everywhere. So I'm just kind of going over, again, elements of pink, but again, just kind of smoothing it all out so it's not splotchy. I am very hungry this morning. Alright, so again I used melon marble, flirty flamingo, calypso coral, pumpkin pie, and peach pie. And now I'm going to bring in some black. And I have this paper, which I generally use for my blending brush. It's getting pretty old, and the colors are soaking through a bit, so I'm gonna just tear that off a little. And then I'm going to load up on some black. And we're just going to Hey, Betty. Yes, I actually literally just brought a brush like 2 weeks ago with water. You put water inside and then just spray it. And it's been pretty cool. Alright, so now we got a little mountain kind of rocks there. And I'm going to do another little at the bottom here. This technique is great if you're having a headache with a certain product, especially the new packaging of the photopolymer. It keeps the smell kind of inside after it's been processed. So yesterday I actually had to put some of the new stamps. I left them out so they can air dry on the top of the bookshelf. So hopefully the kitties can get them. I actually have some Christmas decorations up. I did some garland and some lights with some fake candy canes behind me. And then my Christmas star that I normally put on my TV. And hopefully the kitties will be cool and not wreck it. Last year my stuff lasted about 2 months. No, 2 days, I mean, like not even 24 hours. So hopefully they'll be cool this way. So far good. Oscar wanted to eat it yesterday, and it's kind of funny. I was like, dude, you can't eat that. Oh man, there is our technique with geez Louise, words are hard. Just looking at the different type of tree stamps I have here. So I'm going to combine Scenic Adventure with the new Outdoor Adventure. I really want these trees. And then I want the wolf. So alright, let's stamp the wolf first. That was the wrong button. Wrong thing. Whew, words are hard today, man. There we go. Okay. Come on, wolf or fox. I think it's a wolf, personally. Hi, Caroline. Carolyn. Sorry. Oh, Betty got her Christmas card. Okay, I'm stamping it right there. Sorry, I know it's low. I'll move it in 1 second. Okay. These stamps are slightly distressed. And so, oh, I need this. We will fix that after, because no matter how many times you stamp it, it comes out the same. Just because it's distressed. Still need to use the set with the fox. Yes, it's really cool. I actually have used it quite a bit. So, I'm kind of over making Christmas cards, so now I can kind of get back to making just normal cards. Trees. And some trees. And I think that shall be good. We'll at least start there. Alright, so could be a wolf. That's what I've been calling it. I think it's kind of a wolf. But who knows? Oscar, don't eat that. I spoke too soon. I brought out the little tiny trees that I have, and he's now eating them. Gonna put this one kind of off, but close to the ground. And then I want some to look like they're in the background. Love the bright background. Thank you. My I have a technique blog hop tomorrow too, and I'm a little bit procrastinating. And the technique was or is blending brushes. So we have blended. Okay. I'm sorry, but I am going to clean these off while you guys are on. So I converted all of my photopolymer stamps into the new cases. And I had about 3.5 shells for the 70 project or stamps that I had, with and then Christmas stuff. And so I put all of those in, and it cleared up 3.5 shells. It was crazy. I bought 70 packs, and I think I have 2 or 3 left, so basically 70 sets are now off and into 2 different baskets. So it's pretty cool. You were busy. Yeah, that's what I did last week. Visited grandma, and I did that. And so now I gotta get back into crafting. But I'm so over Christmas. I think that was also one of the reasons why I was like, nope. Christmas is done. I don't want to do Christmas cards. Especially since as a demo, you get to have a pre-order, which is very awesome. Okay, so like I said, the Avengers stamp is textured with it almost looks like black, or no, square, little square patterns or square blocks. But because I want him to pop, I'm gonna go over with the black watercolor pencil. So I organized them by animals closest to like my door or my hallway, because that's where my other animal sets are, on the shelf closest to the door. And then on the other side of the basket, because I got 2 rows, I did nature. And then I got, in the other basket, it's just kind of all the other sets right now. So I'll have to go in and do like, this is food, this is people, this is, I don't know, scenes, whatever else. The random other sets that I have. So ideally, I will get a basket for each one, all animals in one basket, you know, flowers and nature in another basket, food in a basket. So we could definitely use our blends here, but I was a little worried about them just kind of smooshing and wrecking the texture. Plus, you know, fur has texture, so I don't think it's a big deal. But if you don't have your watercolor pencil, or you don't want to take this time, so do the dies and stamp fit in one envelope? For the photopolymer, yes. They definitely do. And in fact, even all the new ones, I've just taken out the dies, because they come in separate envelopes, dies, envelope, stamp. And so I've actually just taken them out and placed them together. So now I did try and do a magnetic sheet, and it was bulkier and it was harder to pull out. And then something you probably don't have to worry about, but I did, was pulling out the magnetic sheet, because if you're pulling something out, right, you're kind of closer to your chest than if you're just opening this on the side, right? So the magnet got a smidge too close, and so I got to have a nice party with my pacemaker. We were at grandma's home sometime, and they were getting their meds, and this lady's like, I have too many, I don't want to take them. And so she's like, I got 2, 3, 4 meds in the morning and 2 at night. I'm like, wait, that's it? I want more meds than that. So I kind of laughed, and then she's like, what are you laughing at? I was like, yeah, I have a pacemaker and at least like 20 meds. There. I just think that looks a little bit, so it won't work with the rubber stamp. So I've done my Christmas with the rubber, and get back up, buddy. Move. Move. And I find the rubber kind of just stick into the plastic, and it's pretty thick for the envelope. I think I have 1 or 2 I can show you after. So I'm also just going to kind of go in with these trees. I'm not going to go quite as hard as I was with the wolf, because the wolf should be solid. The tree, however, would have light flickering through. Aw, thanks, Kathy. I do love it. It is my favorite part of a stamp, if I can color it. If I can color it and it's animals, it's in my cart. No questions asked. Has anyone watched any Christmas movies yet? I think I have 5 recorded on our TV to watch. I'm gonna go a little harder on the border or on the bottom, just so that it kind of covers. There we go. The stamped off trees makes it look distant and almost misty. Nice. I love a nice foggy, cold, misty morning. I mean, I do live on the wet coast of Canada, so, I mean, you kind of got to get used to it and love it. But most people don't like it, and I love it. It's one of my favorite times to go outside and relax. I've watched a few, but so far nothing I've completely enjoyed yet. I will say, last year I kind of felt the same. I was like these are cute, but they're not. Definitely not what they used to be. Alright, so we have 2 options here. I can do a sentiment in black and we can emboss it. Or I can just add the sentiment right on top. What do we all think? If I do it on with black, I can do a shape. I could also just do a white shape. I think I have one. I think I have one. So could go like that. Or I can go like that. I swear I had a white piece that was like whole last night. I had my team crafting class last night. And I got to use a circle there. Alright, I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/8 and to 5 3/8, and then just going to make sure, yeah, this is 4. So we'll have a tight border with some black. And then we can have normal white card base. Just right to that paper a little bit. But that's okay, it's the paper. So did anyone get some Black Friday shopping? Okay, black matte. Or more of a white background. Like that. Alright, while we contemplate that, I'm going to get a sentiment. Adventure. Let's explore to the great outdoors. Just breathe, take it slow, you're easy. Nope. Alright, I'm going to cheat. You like the black, okay? Black wins. And, going to use this stamp set. These specific stamps, I like both Yambi Tube Marsky. So these particular stamps are sold out. They were in old stamp sets that have retired. But I send out most of my cards for charity. So I'm going to use the charity sets that words that they need. Alright, well I think black won, so that's what we shall do. I think we're still 35 minutes even without like blend coloring. I still did a little coloring, but did you see that? I almost stuck it on the white. I totally forgot. Right. I struggle with putting the layers on when I'm on camera because I don't want to like lean in, but at the same time I need to lean in. Okay, so no one's like shocked at all, but I left my drawer that has my ribbon out. I did not mean to. And Oscar got it. And I was so close to grabbing it before he ran off. But I did not succeed. Okay, I want those just a smidge larger. They were so, yeah. I know I contemplated placing an order too, just for some blades, but I was just looking to see what way the sentiment went. Because I'm going to put it on the side, so I didn't want it to be popping off that way. And some embellishments. I mean, dimensionals. It was a pretty quick sale. Yeah, it was. I made my swirly things too big. Whoa, that's so crooked. I'm just going to tug them through a little bit. And just twist them a little bit. You can squish them in the envelope, and then when it opens it will be much cooler. Okay, so now we need some embellishments. And I have, so we can go with gold butterflies, or we can go with the matted black dots. I think those are the only ones I have that would kind of work. Yeah. Alright, so black dots or brushed butterflies. Brass butterflies. No requests. A little butterfly, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Oh, now there's a tie. Go and do. No, we're just gonna go with one. One cute little butterfly. I might add two later on, but we'll see. Alright, so there's my card for Technique Tuesday, Blending Brush Edition. If you watch this live, be surprised when it comes out tomorrow. Cool. Anyways, hope you guys all have a good day, and we will see you next week probably. Bye guys, thanks for watching.